Hey guys, Harry here and welcome to another episode of the transfer list. Now today we're looking at Tottenham Hotspur, obviously playing in the BPL. Now let's take a look at their main weaknesses, why they're the main weaknesses, who they could buy and their strongest lineup. So start with the main weakness. For me, it's basically they're not providing the attack with enough service. In particular, Soldado finding themselves very frustrated because the wingers are deciding to shoot instead of pass, and centre midfielders are generally losing the ball too cheaply or shooting for themselves. So basically too greedy. So let's take a look at who they could buy and my pick to solve this problem. Well, there's a lot of the strikers that you could possibly buy. Start with Christian Benteke, plays for Aston Villa. Probability of moving about 30%. I mean, in recent weeks he hasn't really been in the best of form. In fact, nothing compared to last season. But he's still a great player, there's no denying that. I'm sure he's just having a rough patch, so it'd be a great time for Tottenham to get him, as he would probably be cheaper because of his recent form. But I can't see it happening in January, more likely in the summer. Moving on to top right, Christian Teller plays for Barcelona. Been a few rumours that he wanted to leave the club, not sure if that's still true. Probability still fairly low, 25%. He would be a great asset to Tottenham, just gives them that extra dimension, lots of pace, good finisher as well, and I'm sure he would help Tottenham out. Then bottom left, Javier Hernandez plays for Manchester United, probability 20%. Now he's not getting much game time at Manchester United with Robin van Persie, Danny Welbeck, Rooney all seem to be ahead of him, but his agent said a week ago that he wants to stay at the club. But to be honest, you never know if that's true or not, so he could leave. Obviously a great player, very clinical finisher, but not playing for Manchester United too often. And then finally, my pick, who I think Tottenham should get, Dimitar Berbatov, plays for Fulham, probability 45%. Now there's no doubt this guy's a class player, great finish for the ball, lots of skill. It's just a question of how much effort he puts into the team defensively. Sometimes it can be very little, and generally doesn't seem to work very hard, but I'm sure at Tottenham he would. Obviously he's been at the club previously, so it'd be interesting to see if he went back, but yeah, he's definitely good enough. So let's take a look at how he would fit into the team, and you might be a bit surprised to see how I think he would. So start with the defence and goalkeeper. Obviously Maurice is the best keeper in the club. Brad Friedel is about 41 years old now. Very old, still a decent keeper to be fair, but obviously Lloris is better. Now, looking at the centre-back partnership there, it would be Chicharites and Dawson. Made a bit of a mistake there, so Chicharite and Dawson. Chicharites was bought in the summer, and it's been a fairly good signing, definitely better than any of the other ones. Moving on to the right back and left back, Vertonghen is currently injured at the minute, but I think he's a very good left back, always up to support the attack and always back to help defend. And obviously Walker is absolutely rapid, very very quick, but also a good defender. Now moving on to the midfield, highlighted by the purple colour, you can see I've gone for an interesting choice here. I've gone for Eriksen, Paulinho and Berbatov. Now Eriksen, he had a great start when he transferred, but apart from that hasn't been great, but there's no doubt his quality when he is in form. Paulinho is a great runner for the ball, very powerful, strong, scored a few goals as well. And then finally Berbatov, I think he could play this CAM role, centre attacking mid, just keep the ball moving. He's got lots of composure on the ball, so I think that role would suit him well. Just provide the wingers with the ball, provide Soldado who will need it. I think he just sit back there and help the midfield out very well, so that's why I've put him there. Obviously the attack, Townsend, Soldado, Lennon and Townsend, absolutely rapid, and they will cross it in hopefully for the striker, who is Soldado, who's had a very tough season to be honest, cost a lot of money and hasn't really seen much of the ball, but hopefully he will start scoring after January. So that's my team. Leave a comment on your opinion of the team and tell me who I should review next. Goodbye.